screen.
Once upon a time, there were three little girls who went to the police academy. And they were each assigned very hazardous duties.
But unfortunately tonight, this is not what we got. This is not what we got at all. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Saturday Night Special, the place to be reviews Charlie's Angels and Adventure and Wokeness. I'm your host with the most, Etep Wakuian, right here in the place to be reviews with all of yous. I am joined this evening by my diligent co-host, the very hardworking MJ. How you doing, MJ?
Hi.
Also, my special guest this evening, my brother from another mother. He's over there right here, the Groovinator from Raiders of the Lost Flicks.
How many times will they make these kind of movies and lose money before they begin to stop making these kind of movies again and again and again? Hello.
Oh my goodness.
So we're all crazy.
We are all crazy.
We're all a little mad.
We are all monkeys.
Let's see. Let's acknowledge the chat. Let's see. Ray's double dong. I'm the first one here, bitches. He says.
Well, hello then.
And then Linkalek7. I'm ready for this. Spoilers be damned. Well, I mean,
you could spoil it from the trailer to be honest.
Yeah. The trailer basically.
Is there really anything to spoil? Can you spoil something that was sour in its inception?
Patrick Stewart's the fucking bad guy.
But of course
we're going right there, aren't we?
I mean,
he's a fucking bad guy.
He's a male.
Well, he's a white male.
He's a white man. So white man bad.
Is he over 40?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the other thing. You're over 40 and you're a male and you're white.
Double that.
Yeah, you're dead.
There's pale, male, and stale. I'm going right to the heart of this.
You have a worse odds than a dog in a horror movie. Yeah.
Like, I mean,
poor dog.
right from the get-go. Okay, so where they started the first trailer on the balcony scene with Kristen Stewart, where she actually looked quasi-attractive with the wig on and shit, and with the Asian guy whose name is Australian Johnny, and they have this little ongoing thing through the whole movie, and he turns out to kind of be like a good guy in the end, which is.
I thought she beat the shit out of him though.
Oh, she did, but they have this like little flirt man's thing, and he kind of it all goes along with this thing that Naomi Scott's character is protecting. And my God, like that first scene you see where what's her name there, Kristen Stewart is choking him out with the gimmicks, the little curtains and shit. Yeah. Well, Ella Balinski points, she's like, I'm just the decoy stud. And Ella Balinski comes in. This girl is, I mean, she's beautiful, don't get me wrong, but my God, she's
like, 40 feet tall.
She's like, yeah, she's like 5'9", but my God, is she fucking like the cord for my microphone is like as big as her body. I mean, and she's whipping this shit out of like 200-pound plus dudes. I mean, like just tossing them like nothing. I'm like, come on, like this whole fucking. And then they have like.
But you went to Batwoman combat school.
Oh, this is like, yeah, you learn how to fight at the Ruby Rose fucking school of self-defense. I mean,
Ruby Rose House of Ninja Dust.
Oh God, yeah. So like the whole first scene, and then Patrick Stewart comes in, and oh, hello, angels. I can't really do a Patrick Stewart voice, but
it was a good effort.
He comes, yes, you're going to regret listening to this.
Hello, angels. I am a poo emoji.
All these dudes are laid out. And
Make
like
it so.
A team of fucking, and they look like they're like wearing dark colored Spider-Gwen outfits with their little pink lined hoods, and they're all like rappelling off the fucking roof. I'm like, oh my God, what the fuck is this? Oh yeah. And then, like I said, you meet Elizabeth Banks, who's all the Bosleys. Bosley is a rank, and they have all these because they're doing a retirement party for Patrick Stewart, and they do
like for real life. Is he going away?
No, just the movie. He's retiring from being a Bosley.
Oh, okay. Just checking.
Yeah, But they have all these,
lucky, right?
They have all these callbacks.
I feel like I wish he would
Apparently
retire
not.
just so he'd stop doing these kind of movies. Like I don't want to see him be
Yes.
a poo emoji or a Bosley or a Butler or any other stupid thing. It's like I don't even want to see him do the Picard series, man. I want him to just stop. Just stop. Stop, Picard. Don't do it. You used to be cool. You're making yourself an a-hole. You're pulling a full-blown Ewan McGregor. Stop it.
But no, so this guy, like I said, they're having a retirement party. And it's like you have like Charlotte Bosley and like London Bosley and like Hong Kong Bosley, like all these different Bosleys.
That sounds like a porn name, Hong Kong Bosley.
Legal X7. Why does this sound like you're just playing Mad Libs with the Charlie's Angels script? Well, because that's what writer, producer, and director Elizabeth Banks did. Like they had pictures.
She
of, like,
probably is a huge fan of Mad Libs. I mean, I
imagine she is. Mad Libs is fun, but not when you're trying to put a script for a movie together.
She was probably playing Mad Libs one day, and then she decided, "Oh shit, I could totally come up with a whole movie plot just by doing this."
Go ahead, Monica.
I feel like our Halloween Mad Libs is a pretty good script.
Been better than this.
Yeah, it is. Well, like, and then you meet, you see this whole scene. It introduces them, and the Ella Balinska and Kristen Stewart kind of have like a little friction at first. They're a little rivalry there. But yeah, so they collar this dude, and they get all this money back. Whatever. And then you meet Naomi Scott, who she's like the nerdy scientist, and she works with He-Man, Noah Centino. So you have cucked out He-Man in this movie. Yeah.
Why didn't you just do that in the movie theater?
Right? I would have just taken
I put my head down for a minute. I
would have just taken a piece of paper and drawn 2 parentheses, and then in between those 2 parentheses, I would have just wrote insert film plot here, and then just taken a nap for an hour and a half. It was better. Yeah.
Like, okay, so the people in the theater, there was an older couple who I would say probably watched the TV show, in the 70s. And then there were these 2 like soy boys over there. And then like I'm sitting in the very back of the theater, and I come home, and Erica's like, so she goes, "Did anybody think you were the creepy guy in the back of the theater?" I'm like, yeah, probably. I was sitting back there with my popcorn, my soda. I snuck in a bunch of candy because, like I said, I was in the mood.
Dude, I take pride in being the creepy guy at the back of the theater. Yep. I want people to know.
They probably thought Pete was gonna bomb it.
That if they make noise, I might get up and cause violence. I might make a scene. Yeah.
But like I said, there were 5 fucking people, 5 in there, and like I said, I was talking.
Did you have to call them and tell them to turn the lights off?
Nope, the projector was right behind it. I could have reached up like
turn the heat up, bitch.
Yeah, but that's the projector. That's not the lights.
Shit, the lights was off. I was sending you guys.
Lucky you.
I was texting pictures and shit. Like shit, I recorded a couple seconds of the fucking beginning of the movie and sent it to one of the group chats.
That's illegal. I'm sorry to say.
I don't fucking care.
I'm aware.
Don't you see the videos?
It's a joke.
Like, this is legal. It's usually somebody with a hood up, looks like a fucking Unabomber.
Don't you pay attention?
No. Right. Nobody's gonna care.
Also,
this is annoying. This is illegal.
Yeah, there was nobody in that theater. Like I said, I was taking pictures of the theater. Like there's nobody in here. I saw like one blue hair down the front, but
just please don't put any of those videos in your fucking review. Pete.
No,
please don't.
No,
I'm begging you.
We're gonna get banned. We're gonna get banned.
Don't do it.
I'm not going to.
Pete's unediting.
Yeah,
this movie was supposed to be less offensive than Dark Fate.
In fact, I'll pull the stills for you. I'll pull the stills. You can give me a vocal review, and I'll put that bitch together.
I had oh god, but so when we meet Naomi Scott's character, the fucking very very first like thing is like she works for this Brock like development company. And this guy's just like, he comes off like this like smug asshole, but he's like just like in the end, of course, he's just a whimpering little bitch. And
so he's
like,
white.
Oh yeah, but he's like he's German, I believe, or some shit like I don't
know. Wah.
But yep, so the security guard basically like frisks Naomi Scott with a wand just to like get up on her and shit. Like so, it's like basically just like this is why we have
that doesn't happen in real life.
But they made it like it was like this nefarious, like this guy does this to her all the time. It's like a Me Too thing like that. And that's basically what like the boss, like she's talking to like the boss who is like the bad guy who like steals the weapon from this guy's, company. And she's sitting there and she has her hand on the desk and he puts his hand on hers and he like caresses her hand. She looks down. You get that whole like, oh no, like, has this happened to you in the workplace? Call the attorneys of James Sokolov. I mean, this kind of bullshit. Like I said, it was, I was just like
I'm
33,
scared. What did he just grab?
33 minutes into the movie. I was like, Jesus Christ. I'm like, will something fucking happen here? And then
That's a long time at a movie.
And then you get, well, like I said, you got the stupid scene in the beginning, and then you get,
Yeah, but I'm just saying, 33 minutes in movie time. That's like
it is.
64.
Manju Hewson is in it. He plays a Bosley, and
That
he
does nothing for me.
Nope, he dies because
He's white.
no, Manju Hewson's not white. No, he's an African American gentleman. So he dies.
He's the guy from Guardians of the Galaxy that goes, "Who?" That guy. That was his biggest line.
And then he was in Captain Marvel. They stuck him in that shit show too. He was one of the,
I love how you said they stuck him. He obviously signed up for this shit.
Well, he was in that fucking horrible ass movie too. But so which I don't know which one's more offensive, Captain Marvel or this one. Like they're both shit.
Oh no.
I mean,
wow.
This is I mean,
probably Captain Marvel because it's part of the MCU now.
Yeah.
Charlie's Angels.
Not my hashtag. Not my
Charlie's
MCU.
Angels is going to be a one and done. Like people have already forgotten about it. Like within a week.
Like God, please don't ever try to start a franchise with this. Like I don't. This has got to be like because this is from Sony. This has got to be like Amy Pascal and her like.
They make the worst, man. Oh. I mean, I say that they did release Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, but they didn't fucking make it. Tarantino made it, and Sony was like, "Hey, we'll pay for this." So that was the relationship.
Oh yeah, you start out with like there's feet in the very beginning of the movie too, so I was kind of laughing. At one point, I was like, I just gotta laugh.
I go out of my way to avoid any movies he made.
But there was feet in this one just a little bit at the beginning, so you want to avoid this one. Everybody should just avoid this movie anyway. Like, I didn't really feel bad giving him my $7. It was like throwing money in the can for like the Salvation Army at Christmas time to me, because like this movie
except the Salvation Army actually does something good with your money.
They're just gonna take it and make another fucking movie.
This is Link 7. He's in both Captain Marvels.
The $7 that you threw is going to buy Elizabeth Banks another soy latte. So
I am a Bosley. You're a Bosley. She's a Bosley. We're a Bosley. Don't you like to be a Bosley too? But yeah, it was bad. Let's see. Okay, so yeah, you get the scene in Naomi Scott's fucking work with the evil white boss. I mean, it's just like the whole fucking movie is just.
Let me ask you this: Does a guy come out with a baseball bat, like with barbed wire wrapped around it, and then he points to somebody and he says, "What's your name?" "I'm a Bosley." Then he points to another person. They say, "I'm Bosley."
That sounds way more interesting.
Yeah, the real Bosley has a bat with fucking barbed wire wrapped around it, like he's Negan and shit.
I think we need that. That's a skit right there. That is a skit.
It sounds
right
way
there.
more interesting than what he's talking about.
Oh God, like. So just the whole, like there's a scene with Noah Centineo and the Ella Balinska in the lab. They have this little flirt thing. So like, of course, later on in the movie,
that was in the trailer.
Yep, it was in the trailer, so they give that right away. Kristen Stewart is she's a rich girl. She's an heiress, but she's a bad girl. And I mean,
but of course she is.
Yep. It's just, Ella Balinska was MI6. Like I said, she's built like my microphone wire. I mean, nothing about this was, I audibly like at least a half dozen to a dozen times during the fucking movie was like literally sitting in the back of the theater going, are you fucking kidding me?
Do these people actually have personalities, or is the explanation that this is where this person comes from, is that the extent of their personalities?
They're not really developed characters.
Okay.
They're not. It's
so
just
this is just lazy writing 101.
Oh God, well, it's Elizabeth Banks. I mean, she did not put any effort into this. Go ahead.
How many times did they play the song through the entire movie?
You heard it like as background music a couple times, like when they're fucking coming into the house in California with the helicopter, of course, you know, and you have like the Angels Training Academy. Oh yeah, it was just it was bad.
I want to know what they do there.
Like they run and climb ropes and they flip their hair and stuff. I mean, I don't know.
Well, it wasn't exactly like the training montages from Enter the Dragon then. Okay.
No.
Gotcha.
No, this wasn't even the training fucking.
Yeah, I should have directed this movie. I would have made a better version of it.
From South Park. I mean, seriously, it was like I don't even really want to talk about the entire movie. I just want to talk about how like how it was. I'm not going to. I'm really not going to.
I'm kidding.
No, trust me. It's just like the spy, like the bad, like the evil guy who works for like the guys who's trying to kill Naomi Scott, right? This guy's like this insanely like badass hitman. Like the opening like sequence where Maju Houston dies in this coffee shop. Okay, so he's driving the getaway car with Ella Balinska, who is standing on top of this like kind of futuristic looking assault weapon. Something I'm sure probably does exist.
She's standing on top of the car?
She's standing out the sunroof. Okay. Like I said, this girl is like, she's tall as fuck, but she's skinnier and shit.
I understand. I was just thought you was on top of the car.
No.
Okay.
She's not Denai Guerrera from Black Panther.
Yeah.
For, you know, taking out an entire car with a fucking spear, but that's another story. It was vibranium. And guns are primitive. But anyway, that was just one of the things that killed me about that. But anyway, wrong movie. So, but no, she's out of the sun, shooting this fucking gun. Like they're banging corners, you know, making these, and she's not even moving. I'm like, first of all, I don't care. You could be a 240-pound guy. You're up there, brace. You're still gonna be flopping around. You know, she's like pinpointing this dude's driving behind her in this fucking like Jeep, and it's got like a pop-up like minigun in the center, and he's blasting at her. And of course, you know, the car's bulletproof. You know, this like fucking thinking probably pierce armor in a tank, and they're just pinging off this fucking, what was it? I don't know, like a Audi or something. And so Naomi Scott's in the back seat, and there's the one scene they show in the previews where she fucking swings the car and she's hanging out the door shooting. I mean, that happens. Their car goes over the fucking embankment into the river, and you know, Maju Houston dies
the woods,
over the river and through the woods of grandma's house to save this fucking movie and get salvation for it. So you get this stupid underwater scene where she saves, you know, Naomi Scott from the car, and they lose this little flash drive where all the information for her, because she's basically a whistleblower. That's why she goes to them, because one of the girls in her office gives her a card. You might need this, and it's like how to contact the angels.
So what plot MacGuffin do they use to blow up the world this time?
Well, it was the
remember. Was it a portal in the sky? Was it?
It was feminism. It was feminism. No, seriously. Like that was the overarching theme of this entire movie was feminism. But they were after this prototype weapon.
It
was an EMP weapon is what they wanted. And you saw it get used once, of course, on a white guard at the building at Brock Industries. And as the angels are pulling away, Naomi Scott's all concerned. She's like, is Ralph going to be okay? Because she knew him. He was the guard that would always frisk her with the wand. And is Ralph going to be okay? And they're like, oh yeah.
Oh, now she's concerned.
Unless he's dead or not, you know. And it's like, he's just another man, you know, fuck, whatever. If he's dead, it doesn't matter. You know, that's basically what the whole movie amounted to. Like that spy, okay? So Ella Balinska's fighting the spy, and he was responsible for Maju Houston. I'm going to avenge him. I'm going to kill this guy. You know, I'm like, you go, girl. And they had this fight scene in
I wish he would have stood up in the middle of the theater and like clapped. Like,
girl, I wanted to be like stunning and brave, so stunning. Like
I'm so disappointed you didn't.
I should have. I was like,
I don't know, crowd to make an impact.
Oh,
for $8 million, he's lucky there was anybody else in the theater at all today.
I thought I was going to get the theater to myself.
This is the day after yesterday, so it's the drop off is already real.
What other movies were they playing?
The Last
Ford
Christmas
versus Ferrari.
and Ford versus Ferrari. And I was talking to these two women in line ahead of me.
You'd have been better off sitting through Last Christmas.
Yeah. Well, that theater only has 3 movies.
Last Christmas, it
I was
gave
just
you
curious
my
what the other 2
heart.
were.
The very next day, you gave it away.
Literally.
Right, so yeah.
Literally.
The whole fucking
Sorry.
movie. They made a movie about a
Spoilers.
lamb. They made a
Yeah,
movie about a
don't say
lamb
it. Don't
song.
say it. We were off air when we talked about that.
But no,
We're not reviewing that on any of our channels.
no,
It's not
Well,
happening.
I just feel bad they didn't come here for those spoilers.
no. But
I don't think they did.
I'm gonna spoil another shitty movie for you. Listen here.
Sure, we're gonna save you a
No.
lot of money
I'm
this
gonna save you
Christmas.
money all fucking holiday season long. Trust me. I'm gonna spoil the shit out of fucking Rise of Skywalker because I'm going to see that goddamn dumpster fire too. But anyway, so Ella Balinska she has this, the shootout in the beginning. I'm gonna kill her dead. So the end of the movie, the ending sequence, like they're having this fight, her and him, and this guy's supposed to be this big badass spy, right? Well, she's like, you've only got 7 moves and a fragile ego. Hi-ya! Kicks him off a fucking balcony and he impales himself on an ice sculpture.
Okay.
Yeah, this guy is like this badass, like, and she's like, it was so like, I'm like, are you fucking kidding? I think I said that out loud. I was like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, come on.
What was the ending scene? Like, what, right before the credits, what happened?
It was a montage of them
Of
training
course.
Naomi Scott to become an angel. Like they're gonna make another movie. And she's got like, I can't remember which one of the angels it was from the original show. She looked like Leatherface at this point. Her and then you're a Bosley and you're a Bosley. We're all Bosley.
Okay, but here's the real question on the night. Did you sign up for your prize pack?
They didn't even have anything there to sign up for it. I don't think you're
No?
eligible at that little fucking theater.
Oh God! I
would
would
have.
have you with an extra bucket of popcorn. Shit.
I know I had the munchies like a motherfucker. I'm like, they'd have gave me some free candy or something. I'd have been cool with that.
You should have worn your Spethel helmet. The one that says "Girl Power" on one side. And
I made my
on the other side and sparkles. Yeah, it's got sparkles on it. So,
Wear my T-shirt that says "I'm sorry, I'm a man."
Yeah. I'm sorry, I'm a man.
But the 2 dudes that came in and sat down like a couple rows down and over to the side of me, they were fucking like soy boys. They walked in, I was like, oh.
They were there because it's their duty to see this movie.
I was like, I know I'm back there with my toxic masculinity, like man spreading and everything.
They were hoping to make friends at this movie. Yeah.
They're like, we're gonna come here and become allies. Oh no, there's a toxic man in the back. He might be a roving incel. That's
that one person that takes up 90% of the room because they're just like putting the vibe out there. It's a Letterkenny reference.
Well, that's me. Anyway, but no,
he's sitting in the hot tub like this.
They got but
Sorry.
so then no,
I can't focus on this movie.
No, so like it's bad because in the beginning when they blow this bomb up in their quote unquote safe house and all the angels are
Who blows the bomb up?
The hitman plants one there.
Okay.
Where they've got Naomi Scott in their little safe house, quote unquote. And
okay.
You see Patrick Stewart shoots Elizabeth Banks. They made her out to look like she was the bad guy, but of course, no. At the end of the movie, it was Patrick Stewart.
So is Elizabeth Banks is she dead?
Nope. All because
of course
she had a bulletproof bra on.
Whoa, no way.
Yep.
Roger that. So okay.
Roger. And let's see what other fun stuff happened. Oh, so the fucking end of this is like I said, the skinny bitch throws the hitman off the thing, she
kicks him.
Oh yeah, she does her little, I don't know if it was like a kicker, but seriously, like it was so fucking pathetic. I'm like a good stiff breeze would take this big bitch off her feet. Like, I mean, she's like, it was like one of those wacky waveable inflatable arm guys. She was like that, like just wonky looking.
I hate those things.
Remind me to send you a video of it's so funny. But that's the shit that annoys me. Okay. If I stood in front of you and roundhouse kicked you, you might like sway a little bit, but that's it. You know?
I'd probably just turn around and be like, "Are you done?
Right.
Are you done?
Are you serious?
Are we really gonna do this?"
Yeah. Like, what I do now?
Yep.
But no, I'm just saying, like,
Yeah,
we're gonna do
yeah.
this as an experiment because
Yep. Okay.
we gotta film it and put it up on this channel.
oh, I'm all about it.
I can
But
do that. I've been potatoed by 300-pound dudes in the
I
wrestling ring.
know
I'm not worried
that's
about
what I'm
it.
saying though. Is
Yeah.
like you're not going to you might get a little impact from it, but you're not gonna even budge, let alone
No.
fall off a balcony.
No. It was, and like the
Adam's
fucking,
like, you know, you're being the one filming this.
oh yeah, like the beginning fight sequence to the movie, like when they're in that hotel room, it's just like you've got this like all these like they'll just show up there, of course, because they're like Charlie's Angels ninjas, and they just show up, and it's like all these big ass dudes are just laid out like everywhere. It's so fucking and things the same way. Patrick Stewart, when he does the heel turn at the at their weapons deal, and it comes out, you know, he's got Naomi. Now I will say this, Naomi Scott, at one point they have her, Patrick Stewart makes her dress up because it's like this big unveiling party for this Brock Industries, and this guy that owns it doesn't really know what's going on. He knows there's something like kind of nefarious, but not like, I don't know, but he's like just a beta male, so this guy's just a weak ass character, undeveloped character, just another weak man. So Patrick Stewart makes Naomi Scott dress up in this red dress. She looks like damn good, but he puts a choker like Princess Leia had on her, and the fucking assassin dude's like walking around this on this choker thing, and I was like, kind of dig that. All right. I'm like,
Oh god.
I like where this is going. This could be on one of the hubs. I can see this. But yeah, and then like Patrick Stewart is at the end of it, they have him. He's got Elizabeth Banks is on the floor. She tries to fight him. You know, he flips her over. She's laying on the floor, and he's like, "You're outmanned." And she's laying there, and you see all his like goons kind of leaning over, and she says, "Bring the love." And the lights come out, and all the angels are there, and they take out everybody with these little dots that they're tranquilizers. And you put them on somebody, and it knocks them out. And that was how the fucking scene ended.
Sounds like you saw a worse movie than I did.
I did. The fact that the women were attractive couldn't even fucking put this movie
That's what we were saying. It's like, well, at least she'll be looking at good looking women, whereas at least, you know, the Terminator franchise definitely started off as an action thriller, you know, and became a symbol of feminism. And whereas at least with Charlie's Angels, they were going for feminism from the get-go.
But
they were trying to turn a comedy into something semi-serious. Let me ask you this. Let's talk about writing for a second.
Okay.
In my movie, in the Terminator movie, the most laziest piece of writing, other than the entire plot of the whole movie,
future shit.
Yes, the future
shit.
That's what I was getting to. Is there the part where she holds the phone and she's doing something, and somebody asks her what she says, future shit. Okay, that is the absolute pinnacle symbol of lazy writing in that movie. Is there a moment like that in this movie, and what is it?
It's the fucking just the all their tech and like the bulletproof bra thing and shit like that. I mean, it's just like she gets shot, and it's
so all of the tech is plot armor.
Yeah, it really is.
That sucks.
Like
I also heard reviews of this that say this is basically Snapchat the movie.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Like every scene is like a Snapchat moment. Yeah.
It's like a lot of like flashy, like kind of like poses, and
something you can make a poster or a t-shirt out of. Yeah.
Yep. It tries to be like very stylized, but it falls flat on its face. Elizabeth Banks did not. This is a first draft. I mean, it's like a Rian Johnson movie. It's like a first fucking draft is what it looks like. I don't think this is gonna do anything. I mean, here, let me do this real quick. Let me do a little.
Then again, Terminator 2. Know now why you cry, but it's something I can never do. Remember that? Right at the beginning of the movie. Fuck all that shit. Done.
I mean,
watch the rest of our movie and try not to be pissed off.
4.4 out of 10 on IMDb.
Yeah, that's not getting a sequel.
No. I mean, this is really. I mean, look, she's tall as shit, but just just razor thin. I mean, just the girl's like skinny. I mean, it was.
Well, you know, it's all about representation, Pete, and you know the unbelievably tall people have to be represented, and they need to be standing next to somebody that's unbelievably short to drive the point that
it's the story of my life.
This is a diverse crowd of people.
Here we go. So yeah, we had, of course, screenplay by Elizabeth Banks, directed by Elizabeth Banks. Yeah, Kristen Stewart was Sabina Wilson. Elena Hoffman was Naomi Scott. Ella Balinska is Jane Kano. Elizabeth Banks is Bosley. Patrick Stewart's John Bosley. Manju Houston's Edgar Bosley.
Everybody's a Bosley. Wow.
I'm a Bosley. You're a Bosley. Okay,
she probably watched one episode of Charlie's Angels.
I think so. So
and this just drew her script from that. I didn't watch Charlie's Angels, so I can't really comment on it. I mean, it was a TV show. Usually when it was on, I'd leave the room. I was really uninterested when that was on.
Why do they always have to be touching? Like, I don't take pictures with my friends like that.
You don't?
No,
sure?
Not at all. I'm positive. Get the fuck away from me.
But yeah, these were all.
I don't understand.
Angels. And let's see, you had this guy was Alexander Brock. He ran the Brock Industries. He was just an ineffectual idiot. This Jonathan Tucker Hodak was the hitman. Nate Faxon was Peter Fleming. He was Naomi Scott's boss. Chris Pang, that was the Asian guy that had the thing for Kristen Stewart. The Saint was their like little massage therapist. Noah said, "This is He-Man right here. This one's for you, Groove." We're gonna click on Noah. This is He-Man right here.
No, it's not.
That's He-Man.
No, it's not.
He's gonna be He-Man.
No, it's not. I'm not even into Masters of the Universe, and that offends me.
I'm fucking telling you. Look,
I don't give a shit about He-Man. I'm just thinking that I know that movie He-Man with Dolph Lundgren is a canon film, and I'm obsessed with canon films. So that's the only reason I watch it, and I kind of like it because of how ridiculous it is. But if you took that setting, I'm just saying, if you took that setting, that all that, you know, Skeletor, fantasy, made it kind of not too terribly serious, you could have something really cool if you spent some money on it. But you have to have a He-Man that's believable, and I can't see anybody outside of Chris Hemsworth or maybe Charlie Hunnam playing He-Man convincingly. Whoever that guy is, that's not He-Man. Sorry, it's not.
Oh, okay. So here's the end of the movie. They're doing the training montage. It's like, oh shit, post-credit scenes. I'm getting ready to walk out.
Well, at least it has a montage. We were just talking about that last night. We need more montages in movies.
So yeah, she meets Jacqueline Smith, who, you know, was on the original show, who looks horrible now. Danica Patrick is teaching Naomi Scott how to drive. Ronda Rousey is teaching her how to fight. Laverne Cox is teaching them how to disarm a bomb. And these are all the recruits. Haley Steinfeld made an appearance in this. I don't know who Chloe Kim is. I know I've heard Lily Reinhart. Allie Reisman is a gold-winning Olympic gymnast.
Don't worry, Alex. Hemsworth ain't anywhere near He-Man. You just saw who the new He-Man's going to be, and that'll be the last attempt that they'll ever be to make a He-Man movie. They're already blowing it. They've already blown it. Yep.
So these were, but yeah, that was like the main. That was like the.
You're not going to get another big budget fantasy movie other than Lord of the Rings ever again. That's the last time you're ever going to see that, because they nowadays they don't know how to. The problem with a lot of these movies is they just don't know how to make a script. They're so focused on attention to political values and woke points that they forget to write something that's interesting or fun for anybody that's not there for that sort of thing. So those poor people that were in the theater with you, those old people, probably don't understand what the hell's going on. We're like, who are these people? Why are they calling us Charlie's Angels? You know?
It was just a shit show.
It sounds like a Ghostbusters movie.
That's about how stupid it was.
It sounds like Ghostbusters 2016. Like what you're describing, it almost plays out exactly like that movie.
I mean,
the difference is it's women being played by women instead of a gender swap. But it's an interchangeable script. I mean, it's just as lazy and dumb and woke as the other stuff is. So let me ask you this, chat and co-hosts and Pete, host of the channel. How many times are they going to make these kind of movies before they finally figure out that this is a waste of money? How many times are we going to do this? I mean, I realize that some of these things that are coming out now were in production before they realized these things were losing money. But after this quarter, how many more of these are they going to keep launching before they finally get the message that general populations don't want this kind of entertainment?
Well,
Go ahead. No, I'm dying to know. I want to know how many times they're going to do this.
No, I have. It's so annoying because the people that they're making these movies for don't pay for it.
Nope.
You know when they're going to watch this movie? When it's on Netflix.
If it's on Netflix, yeah, they'll watch it when it's on Netflix. They probably won't be all that interested in it either, because this is my theory is that these people that they're making this movie geared towards don't really exist. They don't really consume this entertainment. They just want to pretend like they want this entertainment so they can gain woke points from their friends so that they can look better and feel better about themselves.
So here's my thing, and I'm going to try not to be a preachy whammon, but I don't understand why all of a sudden this year, last year, whatever, we're trying to compare women to men and make them superior. I'm sorry. It's fucking apples to oranges. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I cannot do certain things that neither one of you can accomplish easily, and vice versa. Okay? I'm not going to fucking sit here and pretend like I can go into my kitchen right now and reach the top shelf of my cupboard. Can't do it. Pete can. He's a fucking man. We are not the same thing. Why are we trying to compare this shit and blow it out of proportion and then make it look like it's so much easier for the women? Okay. In my opinion, if Pete and I are on a gun range and I'm shooting an AR-15, fucking just blowing targets down right next to him, but I'm still showing that, I have a kickback and it's knocking me on my ass. That's more of a message than being like, oh, look, I'm not even flinching when I shoot this fucking rifle. The same thing that the man's doing. Like, why don't they understand that is, I don't know. It's fucking annoying. I hate being a woman.
Because when they develop these characters, they don't want them to seem flawed at all. They just want them to seem perfect and impeccable.
But why? But why?
It's the hockey game from Letterkenny. The hockey game.
That's their fantasy. Is this perfect woman who's superior in all ways, has
whose
no
fantasy
flaws.
Is that? I need to know. And they need to be kicked in the balls.
Kennedy, first of all. I mean, look at Elizabeth Banks. She basically made these like
that's not real life. Well, and that's the other thing too is why are you trying to, like younger teenage girls, why are you trying to make them think that that's okay? That shit ain't real life.
Maybe it's just a boomer mentality, but I just always thought that the future that we were striving towards was to all be equals.
Yep.
Not just replace one species with another species. I don't know. That's the part that I don't understand. That's why I'm so confused all the time is, you watch a TV show like Star Trek The Next Generation where there's no one star in the show. Everybody, they worked as a team.
Yep.
Males, females, different species, humans and robots, all on the same team. They were equals, The only thing that was superiority was rank, which that's the way the military works. But I never felt like that was like they were going out of their way to empower one species over another. In fact, that show went out of its way to not get involved in other people's cultures. And, that was the prime directive. That was the whole drive of that show. They don't go in and change somebody's ecosystem because they don't agree with it or something like that. They only observe. So I don't know.
It's so frustrating. Like
it is. It really is.
We're all equals here, but we are not apples to apples.
No.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. So, and what is it, even if we were okay? What is the fucking? Damn it! I can't remember the name of the movie now. Where all the housewives,
Stepford Wives.
There we go.
Stepford Wives. Yeah.
Are we not fucking above that at this point in 2019?
Well, I thought we were, but I feel like people have to constantly. I get annoyed that I'm constantly having to be reminded that this is good, this is bad, this is good, this is bad.
Yep.
This is funny. Laugh here. This is bad.
Awkward pause. This is the part we go because you don't know what else to do, so you laugh because it's awkward. That's why I don't like awkward humor. I know, you know, I'm not going to name any specific shows, but there's a lot of shows that are popular where that's replaced actual jokes. It's just like you say something awkward, and then you just kind of stop and look at the camera funny, and they zoom in on your face, and then that's the part where audiences are supposed to laugh because they don't know what else to do. You're like trapped into that laugh moment, you know. And from what other reviews that I've heard is that this movie has a lot of that too. Like all the jokes fall flat. You know, there's a pause to give the audience a time to laugh. Like that, there's not a laugh track, but there's a brief pause so that the audience is supposed to go.
Kristen Stewart tries to be funny and like kind of like witty sarcasm, and that's not her strong suit. Let's see. Here's this really vexes me, and I'm gonna do a screen share of this, which I just find it kind of funny that the critics. This is Rotten Tomatoes. Okay, now we know we don't trust.
We don't put any stock in Rotten Tomatoes, but even Rotten Tomatoes are not shipping this shit.
Look at 59% for critics. This has an 82 audience score.
That's for the 3 people that went to go see it. The score is by the 2 soy people that you saw in the theater sitting down front. That
I think so.
That probably reviewed it in the lobby just because they were there and nobody else wasn't.
Look at Last Christmas is at 47%. Let's see. Ford vs. Ferrari is at 92.
Yeah, I'm going to, that's my next movie. I'm excited.
See what I mean? Like I do the video.
Words are hard, buddy.
I know they are. They really are. Depending on what hour of the day.
Will kill you.
Sick. Hey, now, what did we say about hitting below the belt? No, but I did a video about how they said that movies, you know, especially this fall season, we're going to be getting better because, you know, you see something like Ford versus Ferrari doing well, something like Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. This is audiences saying, I want more big actors, less special effects, less Marvel formula, and more good story. You know,
okay, I'm sorry.
Ferrari is 2.5 hours long and doesn't sound like it's hurting it one bit.
Look at that picture right now. She can't even hold her arms in like a normal boxing stand.
You have to understand, this is a Snapchat moment.
Yep. This is the kind of shit that the movie.
All we need is we need a filter with the little kitty ears and the you know, whisker noses. And
I love my Snapchat.
Now this is not. Now this is.
You do.
This
but
is
you're not going to make a movie out of it.
No,
I'm going to start posting a Snapchat picture every day.
Oh well.
I mean, I do anyways, but it's on my Snapchat. But I'm going to start doing it on Facebook.
Nobody's going to complain. So,
no.
But this is.
You might. Some of them are pretty hideous.
Nah. This is the funny thing about this, though, is
I don't know. I saw what was the worst one? You had the God. It was recent too. You had the.
I did the Batwoman one.
Yeah.
No, there was one even worse than that. It was
I can't. Batwoman one was funny.
I can't remember either. Something came out.
But it distorted your entire.
It was the Terminator one.
It was the Terminator. Well, the Terminator one was cool, but there was one that like distorted your entire face to look like a cartoon, and I can't remember which one that was.
Oh, neither. I'll have to go in my vault.
So this is how Charlie's Angels fell.
You warned us about it, and it was even more terrifying than I thought it would be.
At a box office with an $8 million opening. $8 million. And they tried to tie this into the other franchise too.
Well, did they do like an early screening, and that's where the $8 million came from?
It must have, because like I said,
no, Sony never hits their mark, man. They always think this woke entertainment is going to do well, and you know what? Sony has always had infinitely more bombs than any other company that comes out. You know that? Like they really double down on some dumb shit. This is the same company that did Woke and Black International, you know, and then that one bombed to the Stone Age too. So yeah.
This is let's see. So Ford versus Ferrari opened to a 30 million.
And I said, and I might actually go catch that tomorrow. Actually, I might check that out tomorrow night. If
I go Tuesday, I'm excited.
And Tuesday I'll be seeing Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood.
Nice.
Or Thursday, not Tuesday.
So this right here sums up this entire movie. When it comes to the bombing of Charlie's Angels, the takeaway is what happens when you have an IP, but there's no reason for telling the story. That's it right there. Like there was no there was no fucking reason for this movie to be made.
Yeah, I don't remember anybody asking for another one. When Charlie's Angels Full Throttle came out, we were done with that group of movies because we all liked the first one. I remember going and seeing that with my sister. Right, we liked the first Charlie's Angels. It was self-aware. It didn't take itself too seriously. It was kind of fun. It was kind of a throwback to the TV show, but then it was also a comedy. So it worked for all audiences. This is, empowerment and all that. And they might have been able to make something like that work if they'd have made these characters interesting. But it seemed like it was more about the message and less about the story or the script or any character development.
It was all feminism. It was, and I hate to just like harp on. I'm not just harping on it.
Yeah,
it was.
You get tired of just. It's like it's one thing to have that, but when that replaces everything that makes movies work, that's when we get annoyed.
Yep.
When that's all you got to run with.
And I mean, look at this is talking about the first one. A third Charlie's Angels with MCG directing, Drew Barrymore, Cameron Diaz, and Lucy.
No, I love Drew Barrymore so much.
Wasn't made immediately after the second chapter, 2003's Full Throttle, as the sequel turned out to be 29% more expensive than the 2001 at $120 million. Made less
the
worldwide.
Sequel. I saw the sequel in a theater.
Bad.
Yeah, Demi Moore was in it. Like I don't even know how she got into that movie. She reminded me of Sean Young, like when she was trying to be Catwoman, like she was just having an episode and they just filmed it and stuck her in the movie. And then you had Crispin Glover through there too, who is the stuff of nightmares. I think Crispin Glover actually is the real Slender Man. Like if Slender Man was real, he is so fucking creepy in that movie, dude. I was terrified. Like he comes on there, oh God, no, I don't want to see him anymore.
Take it back.
Take it back. Yeah, he was really terrifying. But the rest of the movie played out like an extended MTV video montage. Like every scene, it's like there's a different song, and then they're doing the fucking Matrix, like, bullet time bullshit, and then they go to another song and they're doing another montage. I'm like, fuck this movie, man. Like halfway through, I'm like, how many more montages are we gonna get? And it's like I thought maybe just having Drew Barrymore in there would be enough for me. But no, she didn't save it. It's like this beautiful face, terrible movie. Sorry.
Let's see. Hollywood, you want to make a girl power movie that won't annoy fans and make money? Watch Wonder Woman and hire Patty Jenkins. Yep. I'm just hoping that the rumors are not true about the Wonder Woman 84 leaks and stuff like that.
Another good one is the original Aliens. Ellen Ripley starts off, with PTSD. And goes in with fucking Marines, these badass, testosterone-filled nutbags. These alpha males all get wiped out like that, and she's the only one left. And she was an absolute badass in that movie, and she earned everything that she got in that movie, and then some. She had to confront her own demons. That's how you do a female empowerment movie. Have her earn it. It's not because she's a female. It's because she had some shit to deal with, and everybody could identify with it.
Yes, there is.
There's a lot of them.
But I don't know why we have to make them this trash.
Why they have to be like preachy and
it's got to be ham-fisted.
It's got to be ham-fisted.
They're so much better than man, and it's.
And that's the thing, man, is like and I always say this is to have a strong female character, you don't need to inject misandry into the equation. It doesn't need to happen. You don't need intersectional feminism to have strong women.
Whose manager do we need to speak to?
That's the quote of the night right there. I love it.
I had to speaking of that.
That should be the pull quote for this review. Whose manager do we need to speak to?
We need to speak to stop this shit. I had to explain to somebody what a Karen was today, and my only thought was, it was a goddamn Karen to the rescue. my red stapler is my red stapler. The Karen.
Karen
did my red stapler. The elves took it into the red stapler. They have it. They went down in the basement and stored C with the elves, and I was down there in the stapler, and they took it. And it was the Karens and the goddamn feminists. Oh, I'm not sorry.
I'm not sorry
fucking
either.
sorry. I'll never quote Demi Lovato again, but I'm sorry. Not sorry.
Oh, I do that one all the time.
Yep.
You're gonna walk that walk.
I feel bad for all the real life Karens. This will follow them forever. Says Link Alexa.
No, they can legally change their name.
Did you sit through all the stingers? Because I heard there's like just a fucking series of stingers in this movie. Or did you just bail the fuck out
in the credits?
Yeah.
No, that's what they were doing in the credits of Stingers. Were all was the montage with the different trainers like Danica Patrick and Laverne Cox and Ronda Rousey.
How much money would you have to take if you're Danica?
Danica Patrick.
Yeah, how much money would you take for them to be like, I need you to be in this movie? This
probably not very
trash heap piece of shit movie. I need you to be in it.
And Ronda Rousey and Ronda Rousey too. It's not like she's some small.
I was gonna say, what the fuck has she done lately though?
Nothing.
No, she hasn't done anything.
Not much of nothing. Yeah, get her ass kicked and then a whole lot.
TKO.
Yeah. So it was a fucking mess. It wasn't good. And if they try to do, I mean, I don't know. I'll have to look up Monday morning when all the box office is done. And, we get.
I wonder, what? We didn't really get that so much with Terminator, and it's kind of refreshing. That's why I think things are actually turning. I was waiting for those articles to come out with Dark Fate saying, "Oh well, it was the misogynist that did it." Are they going to do that with this one? Because nobody's going to fucking listen.
No.
When nobody shows up to the movie theater, you can't blame one specific group. It's like, well, you specifically, especially with Charlie's Angels, you very specifically said in the marketing, this is not for that audience. You weren't telling the boys to come see this. So it's like it's the choir preaching to the choir, but then the choir doesn't show up.
Yeah.
That was, like I said, you had a couple of oh no, those evil boomers were there, and then you have me, a 39-year-old white dude, and then two soy boys.
I'm a boomer. Forgive me. I love movies.
Yeah.
My money doesn't spend the same way.
I would gladly be a boomer because you know what they group my generation into is the fucking millennials.
Yep.
I was like, it's not a 40-year gap. You can't just put us all in the millennial group.
All right, wait. I gotta highlight these two comments. First from Ray's Double Dong. Link Alex, will you avoid any future romances if the girl's name is Karen? Link Alex's response: of course not. I'll get them to call me the manager during sex.
Oh, you guys are horrible.
Yes. Oh my God. So do you guys have any questions for me in the chat? Anybody?
I had one, but I can't think of what it was.
Ask away if you have any questions, because I'm going to wrap this up because I know Groove's got something
Would you please say that he's stunning and brave for seeing this movie? And also don't forget.
No, I will not, because I have a movie to go to too.
Yeah, MJ, I think's got the worst of all of us because she has to go see a Ryan Johnson movie. And I wouldn't
with Jamie Lee Curtis.
I wouldn't walk across the street and see that dude.
I
do anything.
Okay, you have to name something good from the movie. And it can't be the attractive females on a choker.
Sorry. I'm sure that's where he was going to go.
Naomi Scott has like a little bit of muscle on her, and she was
okay. No, focus.
No, okay. I'm sorry. No. Probably the soundtrack was decent, I guess. Like, I mean, it's kind of catchy, and that like you need a lobotomy to get it out of your head. Not horror, like I said, I'm not an Ariana Grande fan, but I will admit she does make some decent music. I think she did a song for this, and her and Miley or whatever. So that was about the only thing I could say was redeeming out of it was the soundtrack. Is that good enough? Because I can't really.
Yeah, it works.
I can't really. Let's see.
Do they have any like sweet cars or anything?
There's a new 4-door Lambo that's kind of tight, which I've never seen a 4-door Lambo, but it was all right. I mean, it was a 4-door Go. It was pretty slick. Let's see what else we got. Who is Silent Poet 75? That's a new name I haven't seen in the chat before. Welcome if you're new here. Thank you for joining us this evening. Let's see. Linkalex 7. Does God exist after this movie? No. There is no God, only Zool. Only Zool.
I'm telling you though, guys, the fact that this movie has only made $8 million in its opening weekend,
That's fucking horrible.
This stuff is the only thing that I mean, it's obvious that audiences aren't falling for this shit anymore. But what I want to know is how many more will the machine crank out before they realize that they're losing the monies, and at some point the money will be gone if you keep cranking this stuff out.
I want to know how much of that $8 million did Elizabeth Banks buy tickets and give them away?
How much of the budget came out of her pocket? Because what I don't understand is where are they finding investors to make these things? But because that's the way Hollywood works. You have to find a producer. You have to get somebody to bankroll your fucking movie.
Who the fuck bought into this?
Did she go in with a franchise motive, saying, "Okay, we're going to market this towards third wave feminism, and we're going to make a Marvel franchise, a Marvel Cinematic Universe with all these Charlie's Angels in it"? Did it play out like it had that Marvel formula, Pete? Like they were trying that again?
Kind of.
Okay. God, how many times are they going to do that?
That's what I think all the stingers and the credits were for, with Naomi Scott trying to train her.
That
so
formula is so tired.
They have their full team with her and Ella Balinska and Kristen Stewart. Here's a couple good comments. If Ryan Johnson had a movie with a nude Haley Atwell, I wouldn't go see it. God damn.
That's a visual.
Why is Alex even going to ask that next question? You already know the answer. Come on, buddy.
Will you eventually watch the porn parody of this? Absolutely. I mean, no, that's so demeaning.
Wave.
Did you forget where you're at, Alex?
So demeaning to woman. I would never watch that. I would tell a woman I didn't watch it. I didn't. I'll fucking watch it. Of course I will. I'm a dirty fucking man. Of course I will. Once episode 9 bombs, it will stop. That's like I said, I'm going to see episode 9.
I think he's got a point though.
I don't want to, but I think
Silent Poet has a point. Maybe it has to be a big high profile movie.
It does. It needs to.
Like
nobody expected this piece of shit to fucking break anybody's fucking box office expectations. I mean,
have you heard, not to derail from Charlie's Angels, but have you heard what Star Wars is doing with Cheerios? I think it's Cheerios.
Oh, I'm afraid to ask.
Oh.
It's like, so if you buy a box of Cheerios, you get a download code, and if you go in and you enter this code, you get a snippet of a game that you can play. Mm-hmm. And then if you like your purchase of the Cheerios, and if you purchase the game, they're like donating all of that to charity. I was like, how are you gonna? And then their thing is literally like, something helps support the galaxy and like shit. I'm like, how are you gonna do that? How are you gonna like guilt trip us in to fucking paying for Star Wars?
Come see our movie and we'll donate money to charity, please. Anybody, somebody, come see us. Yeah. Oh wow. Fuck.
See.
Yeah.
It has to be something expected to be big.
So if we don't support that, then we hate the children that we're not. The charity that we're not supporting.
Right.
Yep.
No, that guilt trip ain't gonna work on me. Not doing it.
Needs to be a Marvel that gets a bomb.
Even though I have a movie pass where I can see 3 movies a week, I'm still not gonna go see Star Wars because I could see anything else besides that.
I'll stop buying Cheerios till they don't have Star Wars on the box anymore.
I'm going.
I'm not afraid.
I'm going to see it. Taking moms to see it because, like I said, man, this might be the last time we get to go.
That's understandable. So. Yeah.
If you're gonna buy the box of Cheerios, just go to like the Salvation Army and hand them a $20 bill. Don't fucking. Don't buy the Cheerios.
I am buying the Cheerios. So
I love Cheerios.
No, I do too. I like the Honey Nut Cheerios though. They're fucking delicious. They're delicious. But anyway, I got the munchies anyway right now. So
I know I'm hungry.
I'm gonna go out there and make some toasted loose beef sandwiches with the leftover pork I had from the other day. Slather cheese all over it and make some French fries.
Hey! This ain't a food. This ain't a food chat. What's wrong with you,
man?
Can we just have a stream one night where we just talk
about food?
Straight up. I think it's Thanksgiving. That's like.
I think we should totally do a food stream. Yeah, just see how hungry we can get each other. See how long we can stream before we're like, fuck, I gotta eat. No, just talk about food and not eat.
I tap out already. Hasn't started yet. I
tap out. Like the contest from Seinfeld.
Oh God!
Instantly.
I'm out. You were out before we got the check.
Yeah.
Here's hang on a second. We'll do a where's it at? You son of a... What the hell's going on? Oh, here it is right here. Okay.
Oh, Alex wants in on that stream too. Cool.
The food one?
You're in. Yeah, he wants in on the food stream.
It's a solid idea.
If
it's a salad idea
to see, look at.
Would you say it's a salad idea?
Salad.
Would you say it's a salad idea?
I don't like salad.
Master of their domain.
I'm
still king of the castle.
What about chicken salad?
No, I don't eat chicken, and I hate salad. You could eat salad for 6 fucking days, and you're not getting full, and all you have is a sore jaw.
You're not eating the right kind of salad.
Well, I have a sore jaw
from
something else, but I mean,
shut the hell up. I'm not a rabbit. I don't eat rabbit food.
All right, here we got one last screen share to do since we're talking about food.
Oh.
Since we're talking about food,
Thanksgiving is my favorite holiday.
Here we go, right here. Here it is, right here. We ready?
Hungrier than 4 dudes. Hey, I'm hungrier than 5.
Well, who is you and what you doing in my house, Jack?
I wait for pork chops or chunky. Whether you're black or a hunky or in between, you'll love pork chops or chunky.
Man, that's me. So what's in this stuff?
Hey, nothing but pork.
Wow.
There, little pork chop and chunky.
Christ.
Tastes real good. Won't make your bathroom smell funky.
Oh,
I fucking love that movie. That's gonna be a watch party one night. We're gonna have to do. That is one of my favorite, just stupid offbeat comedies.
Star Wars, the holiday special on my channel, December 7th.
I'm looking forward to that, man. I can't wait for Monica to finally meet Lumpy.
Oh, yeah.
I'm telling you, she gets to
I
meet
might be
Lumpy.
sick. I feel like I'm gonna be sick.
Well, you'll be sick after you get done watching it for sure.
You'll have
might want to bring, you might want to bring some
sickness.
alcohol or substances to that one. Yeah.
I'll bring alcohol, and
I can get through it because I'll have you guys making me laugh. But
Yep.
it's something that can only be watched with friends. You can't watch it by yourself. You just lose your mind. You'll descend into madness slowly. Yeah.
Yes, Linkle X7. That was How High. That was Garrett Morris's cameo with Tracy Morgan in the pork chops and chunky commercial. Yeah, that I've the DVD. I have the DVD for that, and there's like a little game on there called Hide the Stash. You flip around with your remote, and there's like different spots on there. There's little bags of weed hidden all over the DVD. It's kind of funny, but that's more. It'd be more interesting to have a discussion about How High than it is Charlie's Angels.
Yep.
Oh God, but so yeah, this movie is. I mean, I give this a fucking. If I could give it a 0, I give it like a half star. That's it. That's all I can do. I mean, it's I don't.
And that was for the music.
That was it. I mean, like I said, the soundtrack's not even great, and it's the only redeeming thing in this. Like I said, when I saw the guy that's playing He-Man just looking like a bitch in this movie, I'm like, and I understand acting, but I'm like, you're just not. You're not. This is not He-Man. This is not 20. We don't need 2019 He-Man.
Maybe they'll pull a Sonic and CGI him. Well, obviously they're going to.
One could hope. Love that movie. I want to pull a baby powder on Taika Waititi and Ryan Johnson. Oh, pimping since been pimp. That baby powder right across his chops. E-Taps, are there any highlights for this movie? No. I seriously, man, like I wish I could be like
Kristen Stewart's hair.
Yeah, like Kristen Stewart with the wig on the beginning when she's doing her little thing with the guy there. She kind of basically throws a little head scissor on him, kind of positions his head kind of nice. I mean, that's the only thing I could see about it was like her looking kind of, trying to Kristen Stewart looking attractive is kind of like an oxymoron. It's like it makes your nether regions confused for a minute, but then you snap back out of reality and realize, Jesus Christ, what the fuck am I watching? That's kind of how this was.
See, there's another movie with Drew Barrymore. I'll stick with that one. Thank you.
Don't forget there were a lot of people who were criticizing Gal Gadot's figure before Wonder Woman. Yeah, that's the thing, too, because Gal Gadot was too skinny. I mean, she's a legit soldier, though. That's the thing. I look at her. She actually has, like, physical combat training. Whereas, like, I mean, I'm sure these girls had to take some kind of fight training for their action sequences, but how much of their stunt doubles did was
not holding a punch up like that.
No. I mean, that God,
their fist.
That's like I said, the fight scenes are fucking just hilarious. Like, yeah, they make some offhanded one-off line about Naomi Scott's character taking Krav Maga in the beginning of the movie. She beats the shit out of this guy who's like fucking 245
Is that
pounds.
why she's standing like that in the picture?
Yep. It was
open palm.
It was fucking hilarious. Like I said, it was bad. It was cringe. Let's see. This silent post is the anti-Viagra. You did Kristen Stewart. It kind of, yeah. Once she took that wig off, I was like, nope, I'm done. I was afraid of He-Man with Gail. He-Man with the Gail. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. Okay, I get it. So you're talking about me. Oh, about me talking about Noah Centineo. Yeah, but I never had a problem with Gal Gadot as Wonder Woman. I mean, the only thing I see is she maybe should have put on a little bit of more just definition. She doesn't need to be big because Wonder Woman wasn't really like overpoweringly big. She was like toned up. But no, kind of like Miss Marvel was when Carol Danvers was Miss Marvel back before she had the Karen cut and she actually looked like a woman in the books. Speaking of comic books, I got a couple cool comic books to read. I'm almost done with this one. I've been working on this. I was reading it up at the cabin last weekend. This is dope as fuck.
Yeah, no, I read through it a little bit.
Trey liked it.
I figured the author. I was like, can't go wrong.
Yeah. No, of course, man. Ain't nobody Linda Carter, man. Linda Carter is Wonder Woman. But I got a Luke Cage versus Punisher comic, old school, and I'm gonna read. So I got that and old Wonder Woman one from my father-in-law. Like I said, teach you to talk shit to me. I'll stack some of your comics. So let's see. Gal Gadot is my future wife. I will fight her husband if I have to. I love you, Alex. Oh shit. So with that being said, I mean, unless anybody's got any other questions for me, I mean, we can wrap this up. Groove's got to go. I know that. And it is it's already late and I've been up since about 5:30 this morning. So yeah. Thank you, Silent Poet, Lincoln 7, Ray's Double Dog.
2 down, 1 more to go.
Oh, I just noticed Alex's comment about Letterkenny. You're welcome, buddy.
Somebody commented on my post on my personal Facebook page, the Charlie's Angels post. They're like, they posted a Letterkenny fucking gif on there. I kind of laughed.
Dude, that show is amazing.
Okay, well, Adam will get this. Alex literally just sent me a gif of an ostrich.
Did you see the T-shirt that said allegedly and then just has an ostrich on it? And I'm not going to tell you the context of that because once you watch the show, you'll know exactly what the fuck we're talking about. Allegedly.
All right. So with that being said, thanks for joining us this evening, everybody in the chat. Groove, thanks for being on again. Appreciate it as always. MJ, thank you for doing a Saturday night late shift here with us.
Yeah, thanks for torturing me through that. That was great.
Hey, at least we didn't have to go see
it's an hour. It's an hour I can't get back in my life.
Hey, look, I suffered for your sins, so you didn't have to.
I'm about to repay the favor.
Avoid this movie like the fuck. Yeah, we do Knives Out. Oof. Yeah, but all right. So, hey, if you haven't subscribed yet, please consider subscribing. Help us grow the channel. Provide more content for you. I'm working on my editing skills, and I'm going to have to do a paid version here, so I don't have those stupid fucking bars across my thing. Sorry. Hey, I'm trying. Give me a break. Thanks for the forgettable memories of Charlie's Angels. Yeah, they're very forgettable.
I'm gonna send you a Kit Kat.
Look forward for that. Give me a break. Look forward for that porn parody though. That will be definitely be a lot better than the actual movie. So bitch slap that like button on the way out. You don't feel free to use baby powder if you need to. And consider subscribing. Go over subscribe to Raiders of the Lost Flicks if you haven't yet. You should. Show Groove some love, and of course MJ will be
I changed my Twitter handle. It's now Raiders _OTLF. Right. It's the same as the Instagrams. So yeah,
there we go. There we have it, ladies and gentlemen. This has been another woke movie review right here on the Place to Be Reviews. I'm Etepukuian, and I am signing out and saying, hey, if I don't see you, which I will tomorrow because I have a Walking Dead review to do and a Mandalorian episode 2 review to do, which are probably just gonna be turning the camera on and going. I'm gonna talk about the shows tomorrow.
Yep, do that.
It's Sunday. It's Sunday. That's what I'm gonna do. Plot twist the porn version with the same actresses. I'd watch it as long as they don't have.
I feel like they don't understand who you are.
I'd watch it as long as Elizabeth Banks doesn't write the dialogue.
Who are you?
You can just mute it. There's really no need for a dialogue.
Yeah, that's true. So.
No,
have a great day.
How this works.
Have a great day. And
like, share, subscribe.
Like, share, subscribe, and don't take my red stapler, you son of bitches. China did it, so can Stewart. China's Playboy is actually the #1 selling issue for a long time. So with that being said, good night, everybody.